And yes, so this is Wet and Forget, and this is our extreme reach moss, mold, mildew, and algae remover. And what does that mean? We like to say it's the green stuff and the black stuff. You know, it's the stuff that grows on the north side of your house, the stuff that collects on your roof, that streakiness, the stuff that collects on your deck, whether it's a wood deck or a composite deck, or maybe your patio pavers or your driveway or your sidewalk, you name it. Wet and Forget is going to clean virtually any outdoor surface from that moss, mold, mildew, and algae. And what I love about this version, and you're seeing how easy it is to use, this is our extreme reach. So many years ago at QVC, we brought our original Wet and Forget, and it was great. It still is. It works awesome. It's one of my favorite products I've ever presented. But the original Wet and Forget, you did have to mix in a pump sprayer, 5 parts water to 1 part Wet and Forget, and then you had to build the pressure in that pump sprayer and go ahead and wet down your outdoor surfaces. Well, with this version, this is again our newest version, the Extreme Reach. All you do with this, it is ready to go. It comes with 2 bottles and this hose nozzle attachment. You're simply going to take the hose that you already have, your standard hose, screw it right into this nozzle. Then you're going to set your setting to on, turn it all the way over. There's a water setting as well if you want to wet plants or anything down beforehand, but then set that sprayer to on using whichever nozzle you want. So the nozzle comes included either the jet nozzle to get really high areas up to 30 feet, or this fan nozzle if you're doing a large area like your deck or your driveway. And that's it. You turn it on, you wet your surface, and you forget about it. You literally do just what the name says. So that's why I love it. The instructions are in the name. You wet it and forget it. And then what happens is the weather actually does all the hard work for you. So the wind and the rain come through after you wet down your surface. And then the next few days and weeks, that cleans your surface for you. And then all of a sudden you notice, hey, it's clean. And I didn't have to give up an entire day to do it. So I made a little at home video in the spring when I was getting my outdoor area ready for outside. So take a look.
Welcome into my backyard on this beautiful day. And it's a day I want to get out and enjoy, and I don't want to be stuck doing home projects all day. And that's why I use Wet and Forget, because with Wet and Forget, you do exactly what the name says. You wet down your outdoor surface and then you forget about it, letting the weather do the work for you. This is our ready to use formula, so all you need to do is attach it to your standard hose, pick the nozzle you want, whether for a wide angle spray or a direct spray to get higher up on your house. And that's all there is to it. You turn on your water, it mixes automatically, and then you simply wet down your surface. Then anywhere from a few days to a few weeks later, my area will be clean and ready for the upcoming season, and I didn't have to give up an entire Saturday to do it, because Wet and Forget lets the weather do the work. So the wind and the rain comes behind me and cleans off the moss, mold, mildew, and algae, or we like to say the green stuff and the black stuff. And so after that happens, I'm ready for the upcoming season. I didn't have to give up my whole Saturday, and it was an easy way to get a clean, beautiful outdoor space.
Yeah, and now my pool area is looking amazing, and I didn't have to power wash it. I didn't have to put it on the honey-do list. I didn't have to hire a company for hundreds of dollars to come and power wash everything. I simply wetted it and forgetted it. That's not a real word, but you get my drift. And now this is V38465. It's $51.37 today at a featured price, and if you're using Easy Pay, it's 3 easy payments of $17.12. And if you love Wet and Forget, if you are a lover and a frequent user of Wet and Forget, you know that this is a great place to get it and a great time to get it, because oftentimes 1 bottle of this is upwards of $30, $35 at your, maybe at your local store. So this is just a great, great place to get it because of that great featured price today. Because again, you're getting 2 48-ounce bottles. So we love showing real results. I can tell you how great it works and tell you my own experience, but I like to show you because a picture is worth 1,000 words, right? So here you see real results. These are one application results. Now, notice it does say results are slow and gradual and vary based on rainfall. Again, that's because the weather is doing all the hard work for you. And if you're thinking, well, should I have used this in the spring? We're getting near the end of summer. Fall is actually the best time of year to use this because the weather cooperates beautifully and just works in perfect partnership with the Wet and Forget. So again, what you're going to do when you get this home, you're going to take out one of your 2 bottles that you're getting, 2 48-ounce bottles. You're going to pop that nozzle in that comes right with it. you're going to pick either the fan tip to do a wider angle or the jet tip to do a high, maybe second floor or roof of your home. Then you're going to attach that hose that you already have, set it on, set your spray to on, and then you're just going to simply wet down your surface. It literally takes seconds. And then that's it. You forget about it. And over the next few days and weeks and maybe even months, if you have a lot of black growth that's kind of occurred over years and collected over years, you're going to notice that as that weather comes through, the rain and the wind, your surface is going to be clean. And it's just such a great option for those of us who don't want to spend a whole day or a whole weekend power washing, for those of us who don't want to wait for somebody else to have the time to maybe help us and we want our own independence, and for those of us who don't want to spend hundreds of dollars hiring a professional power washing company to come in and do this. A lot of times it's hard now even to get on their lists. This is just a great, great way to clean your outdoor surfaces. And what outdoor surfaces is it for? It's for virtually every outdoor surface. So your siding, your decking, your patio, your driveway, sidewalk, pavers. I have another little video that I made showing some of the areas around my home that I love to use it.
One of my favorite things about Wet and Forget is that I can use it on so many surfaces outside of my home. So from my concrete patio here to my natural stone, to stone retaining walls, from sidewalks to siding, and even to my asphalt driveway, Wet and Forget is perfect for almost every outdoor surface I have.
Yeah. Yeah.
There is no rinsing, and there's no bleach or anything in this as well. So it's a gentle process, and that's why it takes anywhere from a few days to a few weeks to work. But we like that. We like that it's a gentle process because it's not damaging maybe that natural stone or taking out, kind of the grout of our paver patio and things like that. You're simply wetting it down and then letting the weather do the work. And again, if you've used Wet and Forget in the past and this looks a little bit different to you, this is our rapid application. So there's no mixing required. You don't need an extra pump sprayer. Everything you need, you're getting. You just take your own hose that you already have, you attach that, turn it on, and you are cleaning your house in seconds. So it's just an easy, easy way, and one of the best ways I've found to clean my outdoor surfaces. And I hope you love it as much as I do. I think Nancy Brandwiller's coming up next. Hey, Nancy, how are you? It's so good to see you. What do you
Hi,
have for us?
Erica. Oh, it's great to see you too. I think I need some of that. I'm looking at my deck as you're doing this and thinking I need
Right.
that to clean my deck. Well, I have the Classic Accessories Veranda outdoor furniture